And according to his former pals, Elvis wasn't even bathing regularly,
Oh, dear.
relying on pills that people often take for medical reasons to reduce body odor.
And he would take those. He thought those worked perfect, you know. Well, to take a bath, he could take 2 of those, you know, and sponge off real quick.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Hey, Robbie, I think I got it. Robbie. Robbie, Bobby, Boo.
Robbie. Hey, Robbie, where'd you go, man?
Hey, Robbie, I think I found it. Let me
Bring
see.
back the fool's gold.
Let me see.
Fool's loaf. Whatever the hell he ate.
Yeah, I found it. I found the music.
right.
Okay. Fool's
Are
Gold.
we going to take the oath, Jack?
Fool's Gold. We'll get to that today as well.
Good, man.
It's time for everyone listening.
Yes, everybody out in Radio Land, if you are so motivated, you may take the oath that we are about to take on the show.
Now, we've said this for, my gosh, Mike, this would be the 22nd year that you and I have done the Elvis is Still Dead show.
And I can't tell you how disappointed I am that we are no longer doing our broadcasts from Memphis. Those were some of the happiest location shots of my life. I cannot tell you, as I see the people with their underwear crawling deep inside their colons down in Memphis, where it's 104 degrees.
What not?
How much
What
I would
not?
love to be there.
As you know, we are banned from Graceland.
Yes. Sadly.
It's true.
I know, just the way you
It's
said
true.
that.
It's true. We are
It almost sounded royal.
banned from Graceland.
As you know, we are banned from Graceland.
banned from Graceland, yes.
We are banned from Graceland. Can't come around anymore.
Banned from Graceland, yes. Gordon Ramsay, yes.
We sure milked it for all it was worth.
Yep. The last year that we went down to broadcast, we actually got our microphones inside Graceland. We were actually broadcasting from Elvis's grave.
From his grave, the side of his graveside.
And
you were pointing out the flower arrangements.
someone had made
We couldn't keep our composure.
this thing, a full body-size torso of Elvis, of the Hawaii Elvis,
Made out of flowers.
out of flowers. Beautiful, like something you see in the Rose Bowl parade.
Extremely expensive.
And like I said, real body-size torso. But up on the head, for the head, they just had a little tiny picture of Elvis.
It was a
out of
Beetlejuice head.
like out of a magazine.
And it just didn't fit the rest of the body. I mean, they spent all this money on the flowers, and then they didn't take any time getting the head to match up.
And they didn't like we were curious about when we were on the tour about the biological stains.
Yes, that was twice that we got in trouble for that. Once, wasn't our old producer, Frank, kicked out of Graceland for saying, I think I see a biological stain?
Yeah, and then they tried to rough up another one of our producers, Diana,
Yep.
during the melee in Memphis.
We had Robbie Krispy Kreme donuts down there one time,
Yes.
right off the assembly line.
We used to rent an RV
Yeah.
and do the show from an RV, drive around. And
Well, the only place, once they kicked us out of the
Driving.
shopping center, the only place we could go was a parking lot across the street. And then we did a lot of running with microphones. We did a lot of running
a lot of
across
running.
traffic. Come on, let's go, 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 go.
well, we've had a long-running love affair with Elvis.
And I don't think the Elvis fans have ever really understood that.
And you go through the stages of Elvis. There's young Elvis. There's Army Elvis. There's movie Elvis.
There's comeback Elvis.
Then there's Elvis in Hawaii. And then there's the one that everybody seems to ignore, the one that we love the best.
There's 1977 Elvis.
The purple, bloated, sweaty Elvis.
There's Hartford, Connecticut Elvis when he performed at the Civic Center.
That's the man that we pay tribute to today.
Because we do feel that his legacy is ignored, and it's up to us to remind people. Now, the thousands that were at that candlelight vigil last night,
Well, they are rubes, Mike.
they probably wouldn't understand this, but this is an Elvis that we love. This is the Elvis that probably was responsible for Hamburger James and bringing all his entourage everywhere he would go.
We love the unpopular Elvis.
Yeah, the Elvis that was superstar, that treated his empire like he was a sun god.
The Elvis that you never find any action figures for or any in-concert pictures of.
The Elvis riding a donkey and eating hot dog buns.
The Elvis in a girdle.
Wrapped with saran wrap, Jack.
That's right. Hold the stomach in, Jack.
The Elvis that ate all the yogurts.
And all the peaches.
The Elvis with all the guns.
Well, listen, we got to start the show with the oath. And this is an actual oath that was written by Elvis,
You can play this at home.
by EAP, written by Elvis in 1971. He was on a plane from L.A. to Memphis.
He was at the height of his karate.
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 He wrote this on a napkin. More self-respect.
More self-respect.
More respect for fellow man.
More respect for fellow man.
Respect for fellow students and instructors. Respect for fellow students and instructors.
Respect for fellow students and instructors. Kavate.
Respect for all styles and techniques.
Respect for all styles and techniques.
Body conditioning.
Body conditioning.
Mental conditioning.
Mental conditioning.
Meditation for calming.
Meditation for calming.
And stilling of the mind and body.
And stilling of the mind and body.
Sharpen your skills.
Sharpen your skills, Jack.
Increase mental awareness.
Increase mental awareness.
For all those who might choose a new outlook in personal philosophy.
For all those who might choose a new outlook in philosophy.
Freedom from constipation.
Yeah. Freedom from constipation.
TCB technique.
TCB technique.
All techniques into one.
Oh, God, I jumped the gun. Sorry. All techniques into one.
Elvis Presley, 8th.
Elvis Presley, 8th.
Applying all techniques.
Applying all techniques.
Into one.
Into one.
I got to like pointing out that Elvis, referring to himself as Elvis Presley, 8th, didn't mean he thought he was a king.
No.
That was his level of karate.
Yes, he was an 8th degree black belt.
Right.
Which
Sure
there's argument about that also. When he'd walk into the, he was on camera and he'd touch one of his bodyguards like Red, and Red would fall to the floor, man.
That's karate.
Karate.
So let's just let's start before we get to the stories. Let's give you some of the Elvis that we love the best. Okay.
All right.
Just give you a taste.
Our favorite Elvis.
Give you a taste just of some of the good stuff right up front.
Very good.
On this tribute show. You know, this might be a good spot to play the Michael Hoover tape again.
You want to hear that again?
Just to point out again exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
You are a great crowd. Thank you so much. Anybody here never seen us before? Anybody? Couple of people. Well, our show is the memories of Elvis.
Yep.
And this is a tribute to the late king of rock and roll. You know, we're not here to make fun of Elvis or take his place or anything like that. We're just here to bring you back some memories.
Okay, you got that?
That's what we're here to do.
That was Michael Hoover. He's an Elvis impersonator. Here now is the real Elvis.
I don't pay attention to movie magazines. They don't read them because they're all junk. I don't mean to put anybody's job down.
Hold on. We got a cleaner one than that.
Is that a new disco copy, man?
What that is, Jack, is a remix.
Oh, Robbie
remix.
Robbie is remixing it. Hold on a second.
I like it. It's danceable.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines.
Okay. This is the Elvis that we choose to tribute.
I believe at the Las Vegas Hilton.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Right.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. They don't read them because they're all junk.
All junk.
And
Yeah, E.
no, I don't mean to put anybody's job down.
You get sick in the
I'm
hospital?
talking about they have a job to do. and they
You get sick in the hospital?
If they don't know anything, they make it up.
You get sick in the hospital?
In my case, I didn't make it up.
Yeah, but did you get sick in the
I hear
hospital?
rumors flying around. I got sick in the hospital.
Oh, good.
Well, I was, in this day and time, you can't even get sick.
Yeah.
Can't get
You
sick,
are
Jack.
strung out.
You're strung out.
Yeah.
Oh, by God, I'll tell you something, friend. I have never
strung
been
out on
strung
music.
out in my life, except on music.
I'm going to put my hands together for that.
When I got sick here in the hotel, I got sick here that one night. I had 102 temperature. They wouldn't let me perform.
Yeah.
From 3 different sources, I heard. I was strung out. on heroin.
Any maids say that?
I swear to God,
Who did
hotel
it?
employees, Jack.
Jack, maids.
Bellboys,
Uh-huh.
freaks that carry your luggage up to the room.
Maids.
People working around, talking. Maids.
Maids, there they are.
And I was sick. I had a doctor, had the flu, and I met over one day.
Yeah, you're strung
I'm
out.
talking to somebody else.
Strung out.
Strung out.
Well, I told him earlier, and don't you get offended, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to somebody else.
Somebody else.
If I find or hear the individual that has said that about me, I'm going to break your goddamn neck, you son of a bitch.
Telling me he's fine. He's fine. He's okay.
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
That is damaging
My daughter.
to myself, to my little daughter,
My doctor.
to my father, to my friends, my doctor,
Doctor.
to everybody in my relationship with you. Our relationship with us on the stage, it is dangerous. I will pull your goddamn tongue out by the root.